Here we go.
Yelling into the void.
Welcome, everybody, to Yelling into the Void with Devin
and Eileen. Today, we have special guests.
We have special guests in the house, but we are here. We are okay. Eileen has been sick. I've been MIA. And we are okay. We want to let our viewers know that everything is well. We've been busy with our lives, but we're getting back to it.
Yeah, we both started hard on gardening season as soon as it started to get warm, too.
It is. Gardening season is in full swing at my house.
It's getting under there.
Slightly behind me. I did go to Red Barn and buy soil.
How much was it?
47.
Yeah, that's why I said 48 when I called.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That was my go-to. She was like, somebody was
That's
See? Yeah. Please pay attention to his face as we riff-raff because it's going to be highlighted
So
later.
this week's episode is we're yelling about the Board of Education.
No, it is the... What is it? Can you look at the front? The Center for Prevention of Child Abuse has visited my son's school. I am not necessarily going to be reading any of the names or letting you know what school it is or anything of the matter, but I do want to understand if I am being unreasonably upset. So I've discussed this with Devin before, and I kind of got really anxious and wound up over it. And now we have Andy here, and we have Mr. Frankie over there.
Frankie, the henchman.
And we're going to get the male opinion on how they feel, if this is necessary or okay. Personal feelings towards what is going on in this letter and what they're doing with our children in this district.
Now, do you have any opening comments you would like to make?
Frankie, do you want to read it?
Yeah.
Read it because I'm
we gotta have you read it.
Did you read the back?
No.
You read all the way to the back page? He's got one more back page.
Well, I'll sit down.
Wait, we have oh, Frankie.
I literally sat down, my fat ass.
Well, that's why I was like, we had the stool up here. It's okay. Is it good, Dev?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm sorry.
I was like,
why are other people doing this?
I don't know why people do this.
No, here's my thing.
It shouldn't be happening, period.
I'm so angry about it. I really wanted to call the school and start yelling at somebody, and I kind of pulled myself back.
I think it's ridiculous to begin with.
Thank you.
Because it's parents' job.
It is a parent's job.
They don't do their fucking job no more. They don't act
No, so like,
you gotta read it.
There's things that children get from educators
and whatever. We gotta get you in
school.
here. Come in here and turn.
Can we read it?
Yeah, you sit there and read.
But to sit there and
not taking up your limelight, but I'm here for the party. I'm reading
sorry.
this whole thing.
Yeah, you read. What were you saying?
The personal safety program will be visiting your child's.
No. You're gonna read in your brain, if you can.
I thought you meant read it. Read it.
No.
You said read it, so I was like,
No, we want you to read it so that you can give us an honest opinion. An educated opinion.
I don't necessarily want the word for word going out there because other parents may have necessarily gotten this in the area.
for some other organization to have to sit there and tell children what is dangerous only tells me that parents are failing their children.
Definitely.
Because or
do you think that they're going about it the right way?
People are overstepping their bounds. Are they going about it the right way? What?
Do you think that they're going about it the right way?
Oh, and then I have another topic.
Absolutely not.
I don't think so either.
Not even remotely close.
So my biggest thing was I read this and I became immediately infuriated. My son is in the 2nd grade. On there, it's going to be exploring the depths of pornography and internet safety. Why is my 2nd grader being introduced to pornography? Now, I sat down with my 2nd grader after I read through this and after I talked to Devin, and I asked him point blank on video,
that line right
Ted,
there
if someone were to be like, hey, so you might come across boobies or butt cheeks or something like that, and you can find that in a certain place. What are you going to do? No. He's like, I'm going to find it. I'm going to look at it.
Mom, I got a
And I'm like, exactly.
Porn today.
Now listen, you went to the DARE program. No. You didn't have the DARE program? We had the DARE programs. Okay, you had the DARE program?
I had the DARE program.
Half of the kids that were in the DARE program
Did
with us
drugs.
are dead at this point in time or have addiction
Didn't work,
issues.
all right?
Because at
Didn't
this
work.
point in time, the DARE program brought a cop into the school and they were like, hey kids, this is drugs. These are bad. This is what a man that looks like sells drugs.
Someone's gonna
cool.
offer
Don't-
them to you.
Don't go into dark alleys because these people will offer you
And
drugs.
then everyone did that.
And avoid these needles because you
The
use these
tiger
needles
didn't
when you do
fucking
these
stand up,
drugs.
bro.
Like, all you did was teach us how to do drugs. So now you're taking my second grader and you're putting a sexual
Wooden
thing
coin.
inside their brain.
A wooden
There's
coin.
a big difference between
Congrats.
nudity and pornography. There's a big
In the second-
difference in children being able to understand
He's not even
naturally
done.
and being pushed to understand what it is and
That's
forced to be like, oh,
ridiculous.
what is that? I'm curious. I want to go see what that
That's
is. Oh,
ridiculous.
what?
In the second grade, I had no idea what any of that was.
Thank you.
And I
Neither did
also
I.
grew up in a time where the internet didn't exist.
Yeah, dial-up was maybe. a
So
thing.
so I get
Yeah,
that like
dial-up was my thing.
you need to be a little more resilient with like we're a little more watchful of what children are looking at on the internet. But like
But
I can understand that.
it's
Like,
also a
monitor
bit
your
ridiculous.
kids.
Yeah, exactly. But like for one, going back to what I said before, it's the parents' job. So like
don't
the
do
other
their
thing
job.
is and listen, they're gonna find it anyway because they have iPads and they have iPhones and they have smart devices. So like they can find whatever they want. But so like at a younger age, they're gonna be exposed to stuff that I saw.
Much
older.
older. Much older.
No.
way
older.
later.
But
And it's crazy.
at the, and like parents should have these conversations and like people should push parents to have these conversations with their children and like be mindful of it and be
Be
aware,
diligent.
diligent. That's what I was
Diligent
looking
and
for. Thank you.
open.
But at the same time, like it's no outsiders because here's the thing, right? If I'm a super Catholic parent who's raised my children to
One way.
one way, very conservative, very whatever, and then some fucking freak is walking in, and these people 9 times out of 10, they're super liberal organizations that are like, we want to teach kids about, and they push agendas, and I'm not trying to say they're pushing one or the other or that this organization is, but nowadays they are, and I don't want. If I was a super conservative religious person, I don't want that person talking to my kids about that. I want to talk to my kids about that.
I don't even care. I will leave religion out of it. That is my child.
Yeah, but I want to have
can
the birds and
understand-
the bees talk.
But-
Like,
Exactly. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that's not up to somebody
But
else.
I was
That's-
still with Christina.
you.
Can I
That's up to
explain
you.
I
something?
feel like they
you.
should
When I
be
was
gauging
still
the
with-
child's maturity, and that's the
Okay.
child's job.
But let me explain something. When I was with Christina and Alyssa was going to Carmel, she was going to Carmel High School,
Okay.
and a kid threatened to he pulled out a knife in gym class. The kid did not get fucking suspended. And I was like, I don't feel protected enough to bring my child back to court. And that was when I was with her, and I was like, I told her, I'm like, no, absolutely not. This kid pulled out a knife and decided, oh, okay, this is the right move. I'm gonna tell everybody I have a knife. And I'm going, all right, so you're gonna not suspend the kid. You're gonna let him walk freely around the halls. Are you out of your mind? Like, the kid needs to be reprimanded, and it was the end of the school year. I get it, but you know, she only had like 2 weeks left. I was like, no, we're keeping her home. I was like, I don't feel protected with her going to school. Like, it is scary. And it's a scary thing, and you know, it's not my child and all that, but still.
So they won't protect a kid, but meanwhile they're
But they won't-
protecting kids by,
Yes, they're
by
protecting
giving
the-
them more information that they need. At
Protecting
I-
the
I-
other
I
kid
think
by
it's-
letting them stay in school, and I'm going, how can you do that?
I think children at that age are getting confused by that.
And I got yelled at.
Yeah.
I got yelled at. Oh, you were being really obnoxious. Are you kidding me?
Oh, I'm the most
kid
obnoxious people
threw
or
a
person in my
knife out
kid's school.
And threatened
They
to
won't like
stab
me once I
people.
start to open my mouth.
I know.
The
and,
last school they hated
and I'm
me.
going, no, we're not. Absolutely.
the last school hated me.
The principal, like, she would yes me to
I
death
lived
just
next
because she
to
knew that I was an
literally-
evil mean bitch.
Literally, here's the house, here's the high school.
I fight for my children, especially when it comes to their.
I wasn't doing that though,
disabilities and
but I wasn't
shortcomings.
gonna go in there and like start fucking flipping out. But I
Yeah.
just made my point,
Nope,
and
I
they were
flip.
like, "Oh well."
Well,
you
maybe
know,
because you're again misogyny. You're a male. I'm a female. I go in and raise a shit. It's like a caring mom. You go in and raising
the
shit. It's the
truth.
psycho dad.
Yeah, I'm a
So
piece
like,
of shit.
yeah, like,
I'm an absolute fucking scumbag.
you yelling in someone's
me
face, it's gonna
yelling,
be like a
and I'm like,
dangerous
and that's
threat.
all
Me
I got to
yelling
say
in
about
someone's
that.
face,
It
it's gonna be like, okay.
It goes one way or the other with that kind of stuff.
I'm so close to Steve Austin in this guy's
What does
face.
she think about this?
Yelling.
Who? Devin?
Yeah.
So Devin has a lot of independent woman about her, but she also has a lot of subservient female put into her through generational traumas.
Nah, she don't give a fuck.
No, so for instance, when Devin makes dinner, it doesn't matter if there are children present, it doesn't matter if her parents are present, it doesn't matter if I am present. DJ always gets the first plate, and she makes him make his
Traditional.
plate.
That tastes like
If
ass.
he
I
comes
make his
over
plate.
here, she will make him go into the kitchen and make his own plate.
Shit.
But she'll make sure that man eats before everybody else
because he works.
because he works.
I was gonna say, is-
Now, don't get me wrong. When her kids are over, I serve the boys and DJ together.
yeah, they all get it together.
They all get it together. The boys will get served their plates as DJ is making
Stop.
his.
But how it was in her house and in her grandparents' house was the man eats and then the kids eat and then the women
Yeah,
eat.
that's the traditional way. It's like we don't do that no more.
Well,
I'm sorry to say it. We don't do that no more. That's
I
not-
mean, I do it that
So-
way. I
so
make plates for everybody, but
when
it's out
you're
of
like,
habit.
Hey, do you not have dinner? All right, cool. I got you. And then you give me dinner, and it's like fucking.
there's nothing
wild.
wrong though with a woman
Nothing
doing
wrong-
that for a man.
Nothing wrong with a woman doing that at all. And you know what?
Of her own.
Accord.
Accord.
It's on her own accord. She's doing that. She did that for me the other night.
So what she said is she identifies the fact that like he breaks his ass all day, and so she takes care of him, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
The other thing that she does is she makes sure that she takes the time when he's home from work. She gets home an hour before. She makes sure that the place is picked up usually,
That's
and she
cool.
makes sure the dinner's taken care
Yeah,
of.
no, that's
fucking
awesome.
Unless she's having like a rough day.
Why can't all
like,
women do this?
It's not necessarily an all women thing. She gets that energy from DJ.
Because she enjoys it.
Exactly.
And it's also
Exactly.
she gets the appreciation back.
It's also the dynamic
Usually.
of the relationship
Am I right?
and what they do for a living.
I don't even know how we got on this topic.
Are you using my sexual?
Masculinity,
How do you like it?
and then we got to traditional
Okay, so
versus
wait,
not, and how you
can
feel
we
on the
switch
topic.
topics real quick?
And go back
bro.
to the original one.
No, I got a
You don't want to
different
yell about
topic.
this one?
So I have
Okay.
a question. So they're talking about banning TikTok. Do you consider that censorship?
Nah, I
Yes.
consider it
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
censorship,
100%.
but like we need to do this.
Why?
Why do you mean why?
You can ban YouTube.
Even if it's
Good.
You
even if
can
it's
ban
a
Facebook.
Send
You
it
can
all.
ban anything,
Even if it's
and
just-
another one will come.
Get every
It's
single
like
one
a
of them.
fucking-
Okay.
What is it
Andy's
called?
turn. Andy's turn.
What is it? It's a Hydra.
even if TikTok is a spy platform for the Chinese,
Alright, fucking Chinese. Oh, pretty much. I'm not
all speech is free, whether you like it or not.
There you go.
All speech, even hate speech.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck what anybody
No,
thinks.
because someone had said that to me the other day. When
All
I
speech is
bumped
free.
in.
This is
What?
America.
The one guy had said that because of TikTok, he says that's censorship. And he was not happy about it. And I was like, well,
I think it's censorship. I think it's you're gonna delete it. It's like the Trump thing. They wouldn't allow him to fucking create the platform or launch the platform
So
for
here-
the longest
here-
fucking time. They tried to hold it up, but at the end of the day, it falls against free speech.
I'm just saying.
You know, TikTok isn't just used for
Fuck
fucking
China.
conspiracy shit. If they can use an algorithm on
sucks.
Facebook, they can use it on fucking.
Listen, all speech is free because the moment we start to limit it, right? Like I
Nobody
said,
them would
like
know.
I said, even hate speech, and I don't think people should say hate speech, but if we start to limit what people can say, where do we draw the line?
Yeah.
Dude, you can't.
Where do we
that
draw the
for
line?
Free speech. But the problem is, it's coming from.
I can tell you to go fuck yourself,
You can lob a nuke out there.
and you can be
Yeah,
like, well,
but
oh,
you know
that's so
what? In
grateful.
10 years from now, that's going to be verbal assault, and you're going to get charged with it.
That's why we.
That's what I'm
go
saying.
like
That's
this.
why we can't delete TikTok.
Hey.
All speech
Oh
is free.
God! Sorry about your fucking continent. Asia blew up. Like I don't know, it's fucking crazy, and it's to that point because they're driving us to that point. You know? What happens if we lob a nuke out? What happens?
We
They're gonna
don't-
lob a nuke.
No, we don't want to be doing that.
We don't, but I'm just saying, like, they keep going, and then we just hook shot a fucking loop with a nuke. And it blows up, and they go, oh, shit. Just like what happened with Japan. The second one was for Russia.
Yeah, but we didn't need
The
you,
second
man.
one was for Russia. We were like, hey, you pay attention? Oh, yeah. That's why you ain't doing nothing. So, that was all that
I'll let
was.
them out again.
It's the truth, though.
They ate, now they need to poop.
You want me to do it?
If you want, I don't know if Frankie's gonna get assaulted. Frankie, would you like to rise?
Would you like to be attacked by a big old dog?
If you sit in the chair, they'll run right past you, I believe.
I know, but...
Andy, you're gonna open the door.
Open
Why
it.
is my
Is that
entire
already
ass
open?
wet?
Why are you sitting
Did you
on the
dump
floor?
something? Did someone dump something?
Because there's no
You guys
other-
want to go out?
Outside, 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 outside. Go pee pee poo pee outside. I'm gonna go with you. Let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Outside, outside, outside.
Why is
Take
my
a
ass
mic.
cheek soaked?
Somebody dump something?
No.
Hey!
Let me have it.
No, that was me, dude.
Go, Barky.
My ass cheek's
I
soaked.
tipped over underneath you.
Yeah. London
think
Bridge.
it's that,
London Bridge is falling down. Falling down. Falling down.
So back to the topic.
Yo, dude, definitely, like, honestly, if we just fucking knew China, it's game over. Sorry. They won't. It's you. Out of the podcast.
It wouldn't be mutually beneficial for either of us.
So,
No, it's not.
no,
It's gonna
but we
happen
were back to
eventually.
the original. So, the censorship. So, you're strongly against it. And that
Absolutely.
you believe that it's wrong, even though it's from a different country.
All speech is free. So listen, if the American citizens want to be retards and use Chinese spyware, that's on them. It's just like if the Americans want to vote for politicians that become millionaires
Morons.
throughout the course of their tenure, and don't give a fuck about us, like,
They don't.
right? It's all about freedom.
Yeah.
They just
Yep.
promise a bunch of bullshit and they don't do shit about it.
Yeah, but I'm not saying you or me or you vote for them, but the American people as
They do,
as a
'cause
whole,
they're
they
dumb.
vote for these people. And like, there's literally I started following it. It was like stocks to invest in. You could follow like Elizabeth Warren,
Yo,
what
it's
she invested,
wild.
or like any pick any politician. They come into office and they have about $1 million to the name, and they're part of the ruling class. And then by the time they leave office, they have $100 million or more.
Of course.
Right?
And it's not just a surprise.
No, it's not.
And listen, I'm not a Trump lover at all. He's the only president in the last, I
Made
can't
a
fucking
difference.
tell you how long. No, not made a difference, but lost money being the president.
Yep.
I know.
Obama became a fucking multimillionaire.
I know because you know.
Bush Sr., Bush Jr., Clinton, all these motherfuckers made money.
It's fucking wild
Biden,
to think about Biden. Fucking.
Biden can barely string a sentence together. It's actually
Biden
embarrassing.
Can barely walk.
I used to not like
Falling
Biden,
all
and
the
now
time.
and
How many
now
times has he fallen? Enough that it's like, all right, our president.
he belongs
does
in a
not say
retirement
anything.
home.
Yeah.
The people
He's
stringing
old.
him around, it's like embarrassing.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna walk down these stairs. Oh, I fell.
Other countries think we're a fucking joke.
I know it.
Oh,
Because
yes.
it is fucking scumbag. I don't agree with it whatsoever.
It's because our last president said some mean tweets.
Listen, the guy's an asshole,
guy's an asshole,
but he
he's
can
a
at least string a
businessman,
sentence
and
together.
he knows
He at
what
least
he's-
know where he is.
Throws the sentence together and he knows what the fuck's going on. And he did a good fucking job. I don't care what anyone says. He looked at the country. Oh, okay. I have to look at this like a business perspective, and he did.
Yeah.
And he fucking
They're
did.
all fucking busy.
Yeah, they all suck. But like,
I don't think he was the greatest,
You know what the
but he's
fucking
way
worst
better
is?
than a bunch of crooked motherfuckers.
Right
you know what
there.
the worst is? Is the president
Thank you.
is always going to be the guy that's like, oh, you never did good enough. No, he can't because there's
So at the end of
10 people
the day, he has nothing to win by being president.
I'm just gonna weigh in.
He's already
Trump,
a billionaire.
2024.
Trump 2024.
Trump 2024.
Somebody the
No.
fuck else.
Biden, dude.
about not Biden?
Biden can fall down 10 more
Come on.
steps.
Somebody the fuck else 2024, please.
Come on, move to the next one.
DeSantis is not getting in.
Go.
Listen,
Go.
her grandfather called it that
Go.
Trump would be
Go.
president.
Don't
one day
touch
in the
him. Don't
90s.
touch
I'm
him.
The
not-
more you touch him,
Bro,
he's
I'm
not
not
gonna go
doing
in.
it.
Come on, Moose.
I don't want to.
You went to go hug him, and that's what it is. He wants to
Why
stay
you
with
don't
us.
let me?
You're a good boy. I love you
I was like,
Don't touch the dog.
I couldn't move.
No touching the dog.
No fucking touching the dog, apparently.
God
The dog
damn it.
can't move.
You little scumbags!
God damn it, you need to not touch the dog. God damn it, don't do that.
I'm just a man eater, baby.
Alright, so where were we?
Fuck, listen.
So
fuck
we were talking
politics.
censorship and
Fuck
politics.
Let's get
Can
off
we
that.
circle back
Yeah.
to this shit that is in this pamphlet that was sent home about what they're
All right,
teaching
where's
and
that
showing my
pamphlet?
kids at school?
Give me that pamphlet. I'm gonna do a brief reading of it.
In the pamphlet,
No, you gotta read the whole thing. It's
no, you
fucking
don't
ridiculous.
read the whole thing because I don't want like it to come back, but I want an honest opinion. Your children will also come home with a wooden coin. And it is explained to students.
I got a
that
wooden
these
coin
coins
at the
serve as
fucking-
reminders
At the
that
VFW for a drink.
they learned in the safety lessons, and that if they're ever feeling unsafe, they can give the coin to their safe adult and let the adult know they need help. Now, I'm all for encouraging a child to go to a safe person. I have talked to both of my children.
But why do they have a coin?
Listen,
Oh.
I've talked to both of my children. They know if there's ever a problem, they can go to their Auntie Dee Dee. They can go to Mr. Andy. They can go to Mr. Frankie.
Like-
They can go to Daddy. They can go to Mrs. Tara. They have so many people as a support system. Why is it that you're going to make my son feel like he has to purchase
What is
attention for safety?
And what if he lost his coin?
Yeah, and then,
Oh my God, I can't-
I can't tell
wooden
anybody.
coins?
Now I can't go up. I don't have my special fucking coin.
Nah, not gonna happen now.
I thought that was my
Now
second
he's
thing.
worried.
Like when
I
you
was
know,
like,
shit.
no.
Like-
I was like, now
Chil-
I don't have
children-
my coin. I can't tell anybody. I'm a
So,
danger.
so here are
Children take things very literally.
here are the
Especially in second grade.
digital abuse statistics, which we can say.
Yes. Because
Right,
they're
and they
Like
are-
you said, the
marginalized.
currency
They are
thing,
all
like-
sourced from multiple works. Let's just guard child statistics, Generation M, Woklack, and online victimism of youth. So 3 out of 4%
I can teach.
is 74% young people have home internet connection. All right, yeah.
Oh shit.
Nearly 1/3 have a computer in their bedroom, and 1 out of 5 have an internet connection there.
My 3-year-old can get on to YouTube,
You're just throwing out numbers, though.
but I also put.
These are
conversation things on my
statistics,
phone.
though.
Yeah,
No,
there's,
they're not accurate.
there's
They're
statistics,
statistics.
but well, what is the correlation to
Don't
anything?
fucking
Right? The correlation is
We all have the internet.
Oh wait.
No
is
chance.
that 9 out of 10 children between ages of 8 and 16 have viewed pornography on the internet. In most cases,
look up
the
porn.
sex sites are
Okay,
accessed
oh,
But do they
unintentionally
know
when
that
so
a
the
child
pornography
often,
helps explain
in the
that?
process of doing homework, used a seemingly
Process?
innocent
Let me
sounding
finish.
word in the search in information or pictures.
Can we pause for 1 second?
Yes.
Yo.
So my brother dates a girl
Mm-hmm.
who has a son. He is.
I'm mad now.
He's in.
He's 9 or 10.
Yeah, he's elementary school.
Oh. Yeah. Well, that's still like 4th, 5th grade.
Mad now.
Okay, so either way, so one day she looks at his iPad. He gets a certain amount of time with it, and she's looking at the search history, and it was like big bubs, really big bubs, and she's like, she's like she needed to address it and talk to her son,
Yeah.
and like she knows what he's looking for. So she's like, were you? And she goes, no. He goes, oh, no, Evan must have done that. So he blames my brother.
Yeah.
But it's his iPad. So, like,
Yeah,
obviously he was looking up big boobies.
And Evan obviously
And,
that age would know how to spell boobs.
And so she was like, I should have a conversation with him. And she was like, what are you looking up? Like, are you looking up naked girls? And he was like, she goes, you can be honest and open with me. And he goes, Mom. He goes, I can be honest. And she was like, yeah, no, like you can tell me whatever. And he goes, I like really big boobs. And she was like, that's okay. That's it's completely natural. And he goes, no, like really big boobs. And she goes, oh, all right. So there's no sugar in your tank. Like I get it. Like,
There's no sugar in your tank.
We're just gonna let it rock.
Like he was like really, like he really,
Yo,
really,
Mom.
he really
really
loves
likes them.
boobs.
Well, put it
Huge
this way:
tits.
my
But,
kid
like-
since he was 5 has been
But like that's
I
a conversation
boobs.
between them. Like that.
Yeah, it's not something that a
It's not
school
something-
should be like. Here,
it's
go
not something
talk
that-
to an adult
You can't
about
talk
this.
to God about this one. I'm sorry.
Like if my
Right?
children came home from school and somebody told me that like some
That guy
outside
likes
person
a lot, tits.
talked about pornography or naked pictures on the internet, like with my children, I would be fucking furious.
Not only that, but where is the line
Where'd you
drawn?
learn this?
I'm sorry. My children have been to my galleries. They've seen my artistic nudes that I've done with people. They know that that is an art form. They know that it's something that belongs in a fucking museum. We've gone to museums. We've seen naked women painted throughout history. They're being taught to appreciate a human body. I'm not addressing it as
You
pornography.
need a hand?
I'm not trying to be like, oh, this is what porn is, because as soon as they go home and they type in pornography into fucking Google, what do you think's gonna pop up?
Yeah,
It's not gonna be just naked ladies with big boobies. It's gonna be a whole lot deeper of a fucking rabbit hole. A whole lot deeper.
Yeah, I mean, there's a fine line between, and once again, it's on the parents to teach their children this stuff.
Exactly.
You have to fucking
Like
be a
the
parent.
fine line between
Like
art.
it's getting to the point
and
where I'm
pornography.
like tired of listening to people talk about, oh well, I couldn't do this because my kid. Yo, no fucking shot. You are the parent, and I dealt with this for a very long time with my ex with her 2 kids. I say, listen, all the nights that the kid ran in and woke us up and this and that and blah blah blah. You're the parent. You make the kid go, okay, no, I can't do this. I'm not supposed to do this. This is bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, oh, I'm supposed to get 2 hours sleep.
I'll fight to the death because I kept my kids in the bed as long as I possibly could.
The kid wasn't
The
in
only
the bed.
reason Ethan
Kid
was
wasn't
out
in
of
the
the
bed.
bed was because I was worried about
Kid-
overnight
But the
visitation
kid
and how my
wasn't-
child
the
was
kid
going to be
wasn't in the
affected.
bed. The kid
Yeah, so-
wasn't in the bed.
So just like with anything else, or mostly anything else, where you're in a leadership role, like as a parent, you're in a leadership role. Your children are a
And
direct
not
reflection
everyone is
of
up
your
for
leadership.
that challenge. It,
No,
they
your
they
children are-
seriously
it's not your
lack.
kid.
Your
Yeah,
children
yeah.
are a direct reflection
wasn't my
of your
kid.
leadership.
No, I know that, but sometimes you have to step up to that
I
situation.
did. I stepped up for a long
If they-
time.
if
but
they
like,
are
I'm not
wrong-
saying
if they're
I'm
wrong, you
saying
failed
in
them somewhere.
general.
Yeah.
it's just when is the person
Minus existential
I feel like
circumstances.
as a
that gonna
parent, you are
fucking
going to
answer my
fail
questions?
in multiple areas, and sometimes you're not
That's
going to
the
notice
problem.
those failures until it's too late.
Yeah,
Sometimes
What'd you
you're going
say?
to
They don't-
realize those failures, and you're going to be
Snuggle?
able to adjust and
What'd you
fix.
say?
they don't come with a manual. They don't come
No,
What'd you
no.
say?
with. So you replicate.
I know I've made mistakes with
I thought you
Theo
said
that
snuggle.
I know
No,
better with Ethan.
That's the struggle.
It's kind of like that
The
first,
struggle,
second
all right.
child
That's the
I was like, I'm
struggle.
not
thing.
snuggling her. Fuck her.
No, that's the struggle.
It was like 4 times a night.
No, like children are impressionable.
My
Like-
children, if they come into my bed, he's even been in
It's
bed, and
fine.
Ethan will come
I
in.
understand.
I
that.
don't care if they are 30 years old and they want to come and sleep
That's
next to
a
their
different
mom.
story.
That's what they need
But
to do.
you
Come
know
on
what?
in.
I disagree if they do it every night.
If it's an every night thing and they
It
need
was
the
an every
coddle,
night thing.
up until the age of 7 is when
No
they say
bottle.
a child is emotionally developed.
No, Bob.
So if they need that closeness and that touch, I don't like to sleep alone.
They're literally.
I need
so
the snuggles. I need
my-
all of
My
that.
bedroom is this room.
How am I going to deny that,
That
to them as a
sliding
mom?
door is her room. She's in there in her princess bed. Everything all set up. Everything's good. And we'd go to sleep.
But it's
I
not good. You don't have that warmth of the person. You don't have the heartbeat and the rhythm and the energy
Because
between
the-
you two as you sleep.
because she didn't
Yes, but-
want to fucking do it.
So there's things that women provide to children, and there's things that men,
Men
provide.
provide.
To
Yeah,
children.
and you know what the thing is?
And women
Fuck
are
me.
women are more nurturing. Men are a little harder.
Mm-hmm.
And like
She goes
So,
to me. Why don't you?
my
do
friend who was hanging out yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
he said something that was very. I was like, if I had a dad, it's a very important thing. Like if I was a father,
Mm-hmm.
he said he told him when he was very young. He goes, one day we can be friends. He goes, but right now I have to be your father.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, and once you're an adult, we can have a friend like relationship. I'll still always be your father. He goes, but right now I can only be your father.
Mm.
And
Smart guy.
and I think a lot of men fail
realize
right
that.
there, because if you look at somebody else we were talking about yesterday, I think his father failed him because he was, and I watched the relationship. I watched how he interacts with his dad, and he's his bro, and I'd love to be my bro with my son, but I can't do that.
I feel
'Cause
like
if
there
you're your
needs to be
brother-
an equal balance.
The kid did not get.
It's not answering the question. Yeah, exactly. I get it.
The kid did not get a
Bro,
real
yeah, no,
diploma.
I'm not doing that.
It was okay that he
Would never do that.
didn't achieve anything, and he was never pushed for anything.
And his parents kind of do everything for him.
And they do everything for him. He didn't know how to use.
Of course.
That's why I said there needs to be a balance. You can't just be strict on a kid and expect them to
You can't-
love you and just when.
No. There's a love hate. I've literally
Yeah.
watched, and the best example I can ever see of a man treating his son the way he needs to be treated is my buddy from Texas. One time, his son was out of line, yelled at his mom, gave him a quick spanking. He cried, and he goes, "Don't ever talk to your mother like that again." And he goes, "Now come here and give me a hug."
Yeah.
Yep.
Reprimand and
He goes, "I love you. I'm your dad." He goes, "Don't ever fucking talk to your mother like that again."
You talk to them and they fucking understand it.
And
Unfortunately,
and that
for some
and,
reason, in
and
New
he,
York,
and
it
he always
doesn't
called
happen.
it. He always called his dad sir. He always called every other
Proper,
adult
proper,
he
proper,
learned
proper.
respect for adults and things like that. And that kid's gonna grow up and be a gentleman.
It's still taking
1000%.
Thomas a really long time to understand that with our children. He will get mad and flustered at them for doing childlike things, being boys, running through the house with the Nerf guns early in the morning, whatever.
You have to use discretion.
Yeah, yes, but he will send them to their room and then he'll be mad at them and give them an attitude all day.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah, you can't
instead
be
of
mad at children.
you can't yeah.
The thing is in a situation like that, you have to take that parent breath.
Exactly.
You have to take that breath, like,
All right,
we
what
have to
now?
get this done.
Yep. You gotta
What
sort it out.
next?
You gotta
Exactly. We
sort it
got to
out.
sort it out. You
That's
know, that's where that comes into play,
But a
that
lot
some
of
people
people
don't
don't
know
do
how to
that.
do that.
A lot of people don't do that either. Everybody
Yeah.
can claim they're the best parent in the world, but in reality, you're not.
I'm not.
And
I'm a shitty parent.
Yo,
Everyone's like, you're
I'm
such
not-
a great
I'm not-
parent.
I'm not
And I'm
saying-
like,
I'm not-
I try really hard.
I'm not trying to be that
I
guy.
do my best, but
Listen, should I just talk for a second?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's good. I'm saying a lot of people tend to be, oh, I'm the best parent in the world. I do this, I do that. I bought my child a Mercedes. It's like, it doesn't matter
Doesn't
about
mean-
material fucking possessions. It matters how your child treats people. And then that's the guy that you're standing behind online at Speedway gas station, and he's fucking cursing up a storm and talking shit, and you're like, what the fuck's going on here? I just had it the other week. It's just the same old song and dance. It doesn't matter. But a lot of people lost the same motives that me and Andy have. Our grandparents passed away, we carry on our note. We take the note and we keep going with it. Even though we're negative in the balance, we're gonna make it work. And it's the truth. It's fucking scary. But this newer generation, it's
Oh, we're
you guys
screwed.
don't appreciate shit. You guys don't appreciate fucking nothing.
No,
It's
that's
because
because they don't have to work for anything
No,
like
they
we
don't have
were.
to work for shit.
Everything is given
I
to
know.
them.
Well,
And
That's
there's
what
a
I'm
point of giving your kids and wanting them to have better than you. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't teach them respect and responsibility for their things
fucking
and
bullshit.
for others, it's not going to work. You're going to have the whiny generation that we do have that wants
Fucking
everything.
bullshit, man. It
And the
really
most
is.
messed up part is there's only a small amount of us who are instilling that in your children to
Yes.
work hard.
That's why
So
I didn't
they're
have
be the
kids.
ones that are going to be frowned upon, and they're going to be the ones carrying around the rest of the.
You know
fucking
what?
idiots
They're gonna
in
be the
world.
fucking successful ones.
They're not going to be successful. They're,
They're
going to
not.
be the workers.
Society's gonna kill these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
They're
a
gonna
problem,
replace them
and
with
it's a problem now.
robots, and
Like,
they're gonna fucking
For
work
me
them
to
down.
make $22 an hour right now to do nothing, literally nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, you can go to Wendy's and flip a burger." I'm like, no, I can't. These people try to tell me this shit, and I'm like, Are you fucking moronic? Are you retarded?
Well, that goes back to the whole TikTok thing where
That's
all those
why I don't have
TikTokers
You
who
have
are
TikTok?
making money
You have TikTok?
are gonna have
You have
regular
TikTok?
jobs. No.
Oh yeah, that's gonna create a fucking financial
My fucking thing
sub
is-
crash.
Fuck China.
There's gonna be so many people that depend.
China
on
can't
those
even
TikTok
fucking
things.
endorse their own country to get
Do you
their
think
own
that's
shit.
why?
1000%, she's right.
Do you think that's why?
Yes.
It's
I'm
a
getting
separate
tired of,
economy.
like-
It's a different way for
So-
somebody to be able to make money,
Now, you know what it is? It's
and it's not something that's really
It's a
monitored.
combination of
society.
that and something else.
Society has been too nice to us. We've had it for too good for too
Andy,
long.
I'm in my feet so hard right now.
I don't think
We've had-
anything's been good
Yeah,
about
yeah.
society.
No, it's been too good for too long.
I grew up in this
No, we-
town.
No, we're on the
had
we're on
too
the
much-
we're on
we
the
had
downward.
Downslope, dude.
Too much
We're on the
creature
downslope.
comforts.
I can't
So-
ride a snowboard, but
I
I'm
can
going
see
down the
that.
hill.
Creature comforts, yeah.
No, so it's
Look at us. We're making a fucking podcast.
Yep.
yeah. We're
Fucking
we're making a podcast.
But you-
Society,
people-
this
people
is
don't
your
understand.
fault.
Are we expect? But hold on 1 second to just validate this. Are we expecting money? No. Are we having fun? Yes. You know what? Fuck society. Fuck authority. Just like
You know what?
Penny-
The one thing
the
that
song I
this
was playing
society.
earlier, Pennywise, fuck authority. Yeah, that's the song.
Listen to me right now. You're not having a
She just
protest.
put a fucking Joe Cool mask.
You're not
on.
having a protest about transgender rights anywhere else in the fucking world.
Oh, vibe.
Besides first world countries. First world countries only.
Yep.
You pick me a fucking Middle Eastern country where you can do that.
No,
And
we
those same
just-
people are like,
they're like,
free
oh,
Palestine!
We found fucking
Those
goggles.
people will burn you at the stake and stone you to death.
We found goggles.
So, you know what? You know what America's problem is, and it's fucked up because like
Truth.
World War II, we saved the fucking world.
Dude, we did, yo, fucking 1000% we did.
Stacked fucking bodies.
Everyone
Korea.
else would have been fucked. after
We,
that.
like we fucking
Russia, everyone.
We're the world's fucking police.
We are the world's
We're the
police.
leading world
We're
superpower.
We went from
fucking
being the
Europe.
police to the
Do you know what the
weakest-
definition of a world superpower is?
Tell him.
And do you know why we're the only one?
Tell him.
The definition of a world superpower is that you can fight two near peer enemies at the same time.
Same time, bro. And that's the thing.
So
If
that
we wanna
means
throw a
that means
nuke
we
at
can
this
fight
guy,
China and
throw a
Russia at
nuke
the same
that
time.
guy,
We are
it's
the
like
only
they're
country in the
footballs.
world that can do
How you
this.
doing?
Fucking America.
Yeah, America. Fuck
Suck
yeah.
my dick. Every other one of you
Calling
fucking
it
countries,
gay.
you can all fucking
Yeah.
you can jerk me from the back with fucking pliers,
Dude,
bro. I don't
they
give
would
a
literally,
fuck.
they would walk off
We do have
Homer
a follower.
nuke.
Where is he from?
They would walk off Homer.
the
a nuke.
UK.
England or the UK?
He's from the
We
UK.
have a UK
Who?
guy on here.
Yeah, because
Tree
that's our ally.
Tree climber.
Tree guy right here, dude.
I'm not really in the fucking pod today.
That's
but
why I said
So-
you need to come
You're
this
over
way.
there.
So to go
Sorry.
further on that,
We
to
can
go,
hear you.
to
We
go
have the
further on
Danes,
that,
and we have the Andes.
Russia is considered a near peer
Yeah,
enemy.
that's-
Dude, they can lay up a nuke
No.
right now for New York.
Hold on.
And then
Russia-
Kobe Bryant
Russia
and
is a
Mac
near
McDonald.
peer enemy. That means they have the same capabilities
That
to
we do.
fight us.
It's fucking.
I watched a
insane.
Ukrainian fucking platoon walk into a Russian patrol base and stick his gun in the commander's face and say, "You're captured."
Yeah.
And they fucking surrendered to them.
Yeah.
Because regardless of all the faggots and blue-haired fucking retards and all the fucking losers
All
we
the
have,
fucking morons.
And the fact that-
hostility, tone it down.
and the fact
Whoa,
that
no,
and the
he's
fact
right.
that we can't man our military,
I'm
the
done
military
with
that we do have runs at such a it's we have it down to a science. We run 30% security at night if we're not expecting an attack. If we are expecting, we have everything has a process and an operation. Our military, even if you have a bunch of fucking losers in that patrol base, they're gonna do better than that Russian guy because they're like, "Hey, everybody go to sleep.
Yeah,
I hope we don't get overran in the middle of the
Dude,
night."
You're gonna be Snoopy on top of the doghouse, and I'm not playing with that shit.
And that's
So
even
you're telling
before
me
we
you don't
get
have
in.
Someone else that can step in. What the fuck are you talking about?
And that-
we need to swap out someone. Keep them in.
That's-
Fucking play power play, bro.
That's
Like, I'm
even
not
before the technological advantages we have
playing.
over
Dude,
our
put me in,
enemies.
coach. Put me in, coach.
Come in, coach.
So back to the original point,
Me and
though.
him, fucking,
Go on.
first
Go on.
time.
Back to the
Something
original
happened, I'm
point.
going to him.
Hard times. This is
Hard times.
Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times.
We don't have a
Good
lot of
times
that
create
no more.
weak men, and weak men create hard
We don't have
times.
a lot of that no more.
And we're on the downward slope of that right
We're
now.
on a fucking steeple,
We had the greatest generation fight World War II,
dude.
and then it's gone. Meh.
Storming the beach.
We've had it too long without having to fight somebody who could actually stand a chance of kicking our ass.
Like, looking for a fact. Like, look at what we did like, out in Iraq. Look at fucking.
I was in Iraq and Afghanistan. Don't get it twisted. We spent way too much time there, and yeah, we didn't win. You can't bring democracy to fucking
We
sand
didn't
people.
win, but we didn't lose.
That's what I'm saying. Look at the. If you play a video
Look at the
game,
I
look at
don't-
the
I don't-
KD.
No, we lost.
Look at the
We lost
KD.
Too many people for no reason. That's what
look
we
at the
lost.
KD. No, absolutely. Like,
Yeah,
There's no reason for those people to die. There was no reason.
Absolutely
for
not.
to die.
I have friends who died.
Yeah.
For what?
Yeah, and you
For
know
what? The
And
Taliban walked in and took the fucking capital city. Iraq, the moment we left,
They could say that we didn't lose, but we lost because there was no outcome.
It's a bunch of.
we
bull-
lost
A waste of
overall, but
resources and a waste
It's
of
a
men.
bunch of bullshit because you know why? It's fucked up what happened to us because we didn't have to really be there.
It's fucked up what happened to them too.
But it, yeah.
fuck
We
those
went in and
people.
tried.
Yeah,
No, we
fuck
went in and
them,
tried
no.
to change everything
No,
about their
no,
society.
no,
Those
no.
people-
What would happen if people came
Those
in and tried to
people
change
needed,
us
those
like that?
people need a cultural shock. Those people needed that.
Nah,
fucking-
well, so I have opinions on both.
So do I, but like I'm.
So
telling
in
you,
Iraq, like, should have done another Desert Storm.
not everyone is
Hey,
like
one at a
the
time.
enemy.
Those people need a Saddam
Not
Hussein.
everyone's the infidel, and it's fucked up.
Those people need Saddam Hussein. They need a dictator. He
Yes.
kept everybody in line. Those people killed each other more after we overthrew him than they ever did while he was in charge. Because the Sunnis and the Shiites,
Yeah.
they fucking murder each other in record numbers. I literally used to sit in the guard tower and listen to them fucking shoot at each other.
That's wild. I'm just saying, bro. I don't have.
They shot each other more than they shot at us.
When you don't know like for instance, my boy Todd was out there doing it, and I'm like, I don't believe you, and then I hear your side of the story, and I'm like, oh, what is that?
Afghanistan was another failed venture because all those fucking people that supposedly on our side, like those guys just
What
walked
about
in.
the goggles.
Those guys walked in and took the
About
place.
the goggles.
The Taliban just waited. They were like, "Oh, you're leaving? All right, we're just gonna hang out."
We're gonna.
They
grab all
walked
the rest
into
of
the
your
capital
stuff. You
city
don't
and they
care.
were like, "We're in charge again." 20 years, the longest war America's ever fought.
I know it's fucking wild.
It was longer than Vietnam.
Vietnam, yeah. Vietnam was.
They
another
walked in
fucking-
and they was like,
Vietnam was another
with
problem.
zero resistance. They were like,
Vietnam was another
we're
problem.
up.
And it was like, you know, we can't win this. They're too smart.
It wasn't that they were too
They
smart.
weren't smart. They were
They were
fucking
on their own
retards.
terrain. We didn't understand what was going
It
on.
wasn't even the terrain. It was a lot more than that.
I don't know.
They had
I've
a
heard
different
from
style of
sources-
fighting. That
No,
like,
you can't need. So our problem is after World War II, we occupied Germany, we occupied Japan,
Should have kept it.
and we did nation building. We were
Should have
like,
kept it.
and we were worried about the Russians mostly, but we were like, they're similar people to us.
Yeah.
The Germans very much because they're white people.
Yeah.
This is America, and then the Japanese people, they're very smart.
Find the Japanese figured out what's
respectful.
They're
wrong
very
with their
smart.
island.
They have a good culture.
Yes, their
Yes.
culture is.
Japanese
And
really
we
rude.
help them, and they're like one of the strongest nations in the world. Like they create all the best technology and whatever.
Yeah, they got Samsung.
You can't do that with Afghanistan.
No,
when is
that's
Connor moving
Taiwan.
out there?
Those people are killing each other when we're not there.
When is Connor moving out there?
McGregor?
Dev?
Excuse me.
My ass is dumb. I gotta stand up.
I don't know. Soon.
Sorry,
A
people.
month.
But you know what? In the absence of an actual threat to our country, and like we make them up. Oh, yeah, this person tried to bomb this. This person tried to do that. Nobody's ever going to invade this country.
Nobody's ever making it
They
that
wouldn't-
far, bro.
They wouldn't fucking.
Alright,
They wouldn't
already
make it.
are.
We have
They
too
already
many.
are. They're coming right now.
We have too many guns.
We have so many immigrants coming
You have
across
so many
the
people
border.
that'll
It's gonna
be
come
roadside
down to
that
us
will
fighting
literally
for
But
our own land.
shoot a
back.
45 round
But the
bullet
political
into their
reasons for
fucking head.
people
God, well,
thinking certain things are okay and not, like, it's disgusting because it's insulting to people who break their
Pathetic
fucking
fucking
ass every day.
excuse, and we feel like shit. And you know what the fucking thing is that if every one of us that actually have a pistol permit can literally put a round in someone's fucking hip, that's the end game, bro.
I don't need a pistol permit. I fight
No,
with a
you
rifle.
don't. No, you don't. You don't.
I fight with a
have-
rifle.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying from
The only good,
perspective
the only
where-
good
we have a
purpose
person-
for a pistol is to get back to your primary weapon.
Correct. Yeah, it's switch off. That's all it is. Yeah, dude, you think I'm gonna fucking try and defend my home with a fucking pistol? No. First thing I'm gonna defend my home with is a 12 gauge shotgun. That's it.
Yeah.
I got close encounters. Third kind, bro. Click, click, bang.
That's the third guy.
Yeah, let Mars come down. Alright, if this doesn't harm you, I'm fucked. But I'm gonna shoot you as fast as I possibly can. Bird, load, bird, shoot, bird.
How did we once again get away from the original conversation?
I don't know.
This is how it works.
We went from school to guns. We can't circle
This
back to
is how
school
we
now.
do it.
Anyway,
Devin, we haven't heard from you. What are we yelling about with you?
nothing.
You have to
We're
pee?
wrapping it up.
Oh, we're wrapping. Well, I want to hear you yell about something.
I had a topic,
And we circled back.
I fucked
and we
up,
circled
my
back
bad.
twice on my topic.
It's my problem. I'm an asshole. Sorry.
We haven't gotten your opinion on anything.
All right. Well, we have 3 other players, and we're gonna do Devin's lightning round.
Oh.
Woo! So you guys are gonna guess.
Let's do it.
You guys are gonna guess.
You forgot, right?
No, you guys are gonna guess what my phone percentage is at.
Yeah. Normally it's
32.
mine.
Okay, we got a
Five.
32,
5.
5,
68.
a 68.
Nah.
Well, Eileen wins at because I was at a 55.
What'd
You
you
charged
say?
your phone when you got here?
What did I say? 68?
No,
You said your phone was dead.
no, hers is.
My phone is dead. I don't know where it went.
We're doing Devin's phone.
Package
like-
bullshit is
Devin's
My
phone.
mental battery.
So I hope that you all enjoyed this episode
I
of
fucked
Yelling into the Void.
Thank you for coming and yelling
Fuck
with
the
us,
void.
guys. It's
Void
our
sucks.
void. You can't say fuck the void. You're in
Ah!
Fuck the void.
Void. No,
On 3.
the void.
no.
There's no fuck the void.
1.
Well, no, not fuck the void, but we're yelling into it.
We're yelling into the fucking void.
Frankie's been out of frame for fucking an
I've
hour.
been out of the fucking
Yeah.
frame.
All he had to do was come put your head.
My
like
fucking-
your
No,
head
his
in
ass
lap.
was getting wet because of fucking Andy.
But he's in there anyway.
So
Anyway.
anyway,
Yeah, that was my bad.
this is your host, Devin.
And Eileen. Woo! Special guest.
Ready? Pose.
Hammer time.
Hmm.
There we go.